Hello everyone, welcome. You are joining me, Kia, yes, Questions with the Queen. As you can clearly see, I have my board set, Questions with the Queen, except it's Payback 2020. It is a throwback edition to what I'm used to doing. As you know, we've had weekends, and the most recent pay-per-view is Payback. And I've gotten in questions, as well as my husband. We filtered through them. We found the best questions for me to answer. Obviously, I know they're going to come with some emotions. Let's not waste any time. I want to give my husband Steve credit for doing the videos, the questions, the editing, and just everything that he does, as well as, let me go ahead and state this, he has done 2 plate exchanges. Go check them out. They were excellent. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll into these questions. Throwback. I'm going to be unfiltered, by the way, so just be prepared.
So we opened things up with, we had a ton of questions that came in.
Okay.
But what was your thoughts on the pay-per-view debut of Keith Lee in his match against Randy Orton?
You know I love Keith Lee. Not as much as my friend Stephanie, but I love him. It was great. He is if you take it, I feel like he could be one of the most religious, limitless people you have. And for him to be so prim and so proper, it's just great. And the fact, I'm not going to even say that I was disappointed that he lost the NXT title, but knowing the reason, I'm happy. And to go up against the legend killer, Randy Orton, that is pretty much putting your feet not just in the water, throwing your whole entire body into going for the biggest person out of everybody. The legend killer, who, by the way, looks great, has looked like his best. But that match, I'm not going to even lie, I loved it. I think my emotions were all over the place starting with that one. So, yeah, just excited. I can't even explain besides excited.
So you think the future is high for Keith Lee?
Oh my gosh, it is limitless. Yes, play on words. By the way, how do y'all like his new theme? Am I the only one that loves the new theme? Do y'all like it? Do y'all love it? Do y'all hate it? Why? Tell me, I need to know.
Well, there was something on social media about, a lot of people not being a big fan of him losing his theme from NXT.
What?
But, there have been a lot of people who have debuted or have had something happen and people don't like it at first, but it eventually grows on them after a while. And ultimately, if you like the performer, the rest handles itself.
Doesn't that sound like what we go through when it's time for a new title to come out and everybody's like, oh my god, it's ugly, what were they thinking? It's the same thing with the theme song, right?
Yeah, exactly. And ironic that you would bring up titles that are kind of iffy looking, because it actually moves into our next question. We saw the newly renovated United States Championship find its, officially its second holder, as Bobby Lashley successfully defeated Apollo Crews to win the United States Championship. Your thoughts on Lashley getting his first title in almost a decade and a half, and what does this do for Apollo?
Oh my gosh, y'all know I love Apollo. He's a Georgia boy. I'm going to pull from my Georgia boys. That's Apollo, that's AJ Styles. But I finally glad 10 years he's come, he's gone, he's left, he's come back, he's gone, he's just been in and out. Bobby Lashley has, and to see him hold a title as such as the United States, it is fitting. It took WWE long enough to get that correct. I was upset when it came to Apollo losing the title, because again, I root for my Georgia boys. But to see Steven's favorite, his Denver boy, win, to me, as much as I hated it, he deserves it. I think, and I know that term gets thrown around so loosely, but to me, he deserves it for everything that he's gone through, all the gimmicks, all the, he's kept his mouth closed, he's played along, he's done what he's supposed to do. Now, wear it well, my friend, wear it well. And please, Lord Jesus, do not give it to MVP. Just saying.
And, speaking of Lashley, of course, with his championship win as a member of the Hurt Business, MVP continues to try to, push out his agenda to try to get more people to join. With his most recent push towards Apollo Crews being unsuccessful, is there a person on the roster that you feel that MVP is going to be able to successfully recruit?
I would say dude is persistent. I'm going to give him that. He is persistent. I love his persistentness. I love the fact that he will keep going. He will keep trying. But I hate the fact that he acts like a petulant child when he doesn't get his way. If it happened, I could see it being Cedric, or I could see it being Ricochet. There is a thing with this. He wants the best of the best. And I guess when he goes to these people, he feels that these people are the best. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say Cedric could be the person that could turn, could join the Hurt Business, could, do a whole heel turn, and just say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I feel like this is what's best for me. Sorry, Ricochet, I've got to do what's best for me. So, yeah.
Unofficial poll we gave was Cedric Alexander and also Titus O'Neil being up high on that chart as well.
I didn't think of that, but the way I look at it, Titus I feel would be better working with Apollo Crews again. So I don't see him, joining the Hurt Business. Now if he does, it'll be a shocker to me, and again, I won't see it coming. So.
Stealing a SummerSlam tagline there from the week before, but it definitely worked out. Another title change that we did see at Payback was the women's tag team titles changing hands. The Golden Role Models losing the tag team championships to the unlikely duo of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, both winning their first tag titles. Shayna's her first main roster title, period. What is it about Nia and Shayna that gave them the edge to be able to outlast arguably the best team that we've had on the women's division in the last year?
Okay, so I'm trying to keep my composure. I literally called this. Everybody's like, they're not going to work together. They're not going to be able to work together. They're two separate people, two separate identities or whatever.
Stamp this with a fact. Go back to Top Rope Spoiler. She did call this.
I really did, and I'm excited. So, I feel like these two, one has an MMA career that she, just praises so highly. She does so well. Nia is, for me, even though she's a big girl, she wears her weight well. And the fact is, you need two people who didn't work well together to actually get it done. They put their differences aside, just like a couple of others we've seen in the past. And they worked together and they said, here's what we're going to do. Nia said, you're going to follow my lead, do what I say. Shane said, you're going to stay out of my way, and we're going to get it done, so we'll hold these titles. And the fact that you put those two together and they put their differences aside long enough to get the job done, I was so happy with that. And the thing that bothers me, I was kind of upset that Sasha now has no belts. That kind of breaks my heart. As you can see, I'm kind of rocking her shirt. I wasn't really happy about that aspect of it. But to see Nia and Shayna win, that's great. So.
Worked out well for you.
Yay!
Now, it's, of course, with that loss, that now means that out of the 4 title belts that the Golden Role Models were holding, they now only have 1 left, and it's in the hands of Bayley. Sasha, as you mentioned, having no titles. Is this going to be where the final crack finally comes in? Does the turn start here, or do you think they find a way to overcome it, at least for now?
I feel like they're best friends on screen, off the screen. They travel together, they live together, or they were living together at some point. They pretty much are a cohesive unit. What I started noticing is that the cracks kind of started happening a while back, where they would throw each other under the bus, at any chance, at any time, on any show that they could. The way I view it, Bayley still has her Women's Smackdown title, which I don't think, if it plays out how I want it to play out, I even told my husband, along with a couple others, I want to see a heel Sasha. Like, I want her to be vicious, I want her to be cruel, I want her to be heartless, I want her to be mean. And when that happens, I want her to go after Bayley. After everything that they have been through, I feel like Bayley still has her title, Sasha has no titles, and the fact Sasha is more than deserving with as long as she's been here. So I feel like the cracks are forming, and I feel like it's going to break down. I don't see them, trying to fix anything. If anything, if you looked at Sasha over the last couple of weeks, maybe even the last couple of months, her face, her facial expression, how everything kind of, her stank face and everything else, I don't see them working out. And then on top of that, I see Nia and Shayna kind of being the thorns in their side when it comes to that.
Okay, moving to our next one, what were your thoughts on the wonderful good feel moment of father-son teaming up as Rey and Dominik teaming up to defeat Murphy and Seth Rollins?
Woo! I love it. I love that team. I've been a big fan of Rey. I'm a fan of Dominik. I loved the fact they were able to team up. And what I was told, and Steve, correct me, what I was told is Rey was doing this with no pay. It was a handshake agreement. And he got dressed up, he came out, he supported his son, and he's doing it for no pay. So if he gets hurt or injured, it's all on him, which surprised me. But I loved it. You know how much I love just Rey Mysterio, to me, that was great. I cried. I was like, oh my God, Buddy Murphy messed up, said it's going to get him. It just brought tears to my eyes to see that win. They deserved it. It was a payback. It was revenge for everything that the Messiah and his disciple had tried to do over the last couple of months. So, yeah, I was excited. Y'all can't even... We're going to go ahead and skip to the next question before I start crying.
Seth making Murphy go sit in the corner and think about how stupid he was for a little while.
He's going to sleep.
And then, of course, you can't talk about Payback without the big moment that happened at the end, which was the return and subsequent title championship win of the big dog, Roman Reigns, coming back in his first match in almost 5 months. Roman Reigns comes out and successfully defeats both Braun Strowman and The Fiend at the same time to win back the Universal Championship. This is the heel turn that everyone's been asking for years, and now it's finally here. Do you feel that a heel Roman holding on to the Universal title is what is best for business? And what's next for heel Roman?
I love Roman. I do. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't. He wasn't really my favorite out of the Shield members, so the fact that he's gotten so much, as well as Seth, with their individual stories.
Well, be nice to him. He's standing right behind you.
He don't scare me. Honestly, 5'5" me will probably take him out, even though his shirt says he'd wreck everything and leave. No. To answer the question, I feel like The Fiend deserved way better. I still feel like he deserves way better, only because he's, outside of being The Fiend, Braun, Bray, that storyline, to me, I loved it. I loved where they were going with it. I loved how it was run. I thought, this is great. The Fiend's going to finally get his chance to shine, keep a title, not be a placeholder, which I told my husband. I felt like he's just been nothing but a placeholder each and every time that he's had these matches. To find out that nobody knew it, nobody saw it coming. I surely didn't. I don't know if anybody else did. I didn't see Roman coming back. I assumed that, he was at home, he was taking care of his wife, their kids, and everything was going well. Roman, in my opinion, really never lost a championship. He had to give it up, and he had to leave. With that, and I feel like it could have been a lot better. I wish the Fiend had kept it, but obviously Roman has it, and I see Roman doing great things. Now more than ever, he is a Paul Heyman guy, you guys. I was just mind blown. Best thing I think that could happen for him is Heyman working with him and this heel turn. We've been waiting to see it, like my husband said, and it is what it is. So Roman, if you're listening, please take the time to do that title well, like I know you will. Continue to do this heel push. I'm loving it, even though I didn't like the fact that you have the title. I love it. Do well with it.
We do have time for one more real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good.
But we had one more that snuck in here at the last second, and we got just enough time to sneak it in. Your thoughts on the reuniting of the Riott Squad, Liv Morgan and Ruby?
Yes! Oh my God, y'all! We've gotten to speak to Ruby via Zoom. I know our friend Haley has gotten to see Liv in person.
She cried.
Yeah, she cried. If you even see us at WrestleMania, we're just hot messes, you guys. But to answer your question, thank you, Kevin Owens, for reuniting 2/3 of the Riott Squad. Sarah, I know you're out. You're about to have a baby. Congratulations with that. But I am so excited. Y'all can't even understand. I think I'm probably the second person to be excited outside of my sister Haley. But I love the female empowerment. The fact that Ruby, saw that she made a mistake. She ended up speaking to Liv. Thanks to Kevin Owens bringing her on the show. They got together. They're working together. Bye, Iconics. You're no longer iconic no more. Either way, I'm more than excited. I'm overjoyed. Y'all could not stop me from jumping up and down and screaming for that match. I loved it. Please, please, please. I know I want to see y'all in the tag picture if anybody has seen.
Well, they're the number one contenders right now, so.
Yes! It keeps getting better, you guys! So I want y'all to do everything in your power to try to strip it from Shayna and Nia. But yes, with that being said, I am I'm excited. I cannot speak no more. Let me not forget, this month we are doing Connor's Cure. I'm rocking the pin. I'm rocking the bracelet thanks to my husband. And I want y'all, even if it's like 50 cents, $2, whatever y'all can spare, donate. It's going towards a good cause, you guys. Please take the time, and donate whatever you can without breaking the bank. With that being said, I'm gonna go. My husband has ordered pizza. I'm hungry. Yes, that was a comment from Shotzi. Shotzi, I'm ordering pizza for you. Talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.